Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Much love to the beautiful, empowered harmonizers. We are diving in and zooming in on a very important topic, and that is really the entitlement and exploitive pattern that comes with those people who have a pathological sense of self-importance. A sense of entitlement, yes. Entitlement basically means that an individual who has a really sort of profound sense of self-importance or self-centeredness, and then really will do whatever is required to help then meet their expectations or arrive at their expectations. But oftentimes this goes before they are actually worthy or have such accomplishments. It is really part of what plagues a relationship with a narcissist, and that is that of entitlement. They will expect respect before they have even conducted themselves respectfully. They will expect adherence to their requests before they have even offered to have an open sense of relationship or having an open channel. It's a one-directional down sort of experience. In other words, it's do what as I say, not as I do. So there's very much a sense of incongruity, or for lack of a technical term, yuckiness, that can be when you are surrounded by someone who has a sense of entitlement. Their behaviors do not match their expectations. Their behaviors do not match their qualities of a human being. So they might expect love, but not give it. They might expect respect, but not give it. They might expect compliance, but not be cooperative. They might expect you to tell the truth when they are living a lie. And this oftentimes can be felt, if not seen, in a very tangible sense. So, in other words, it's something that when you are around a narcissist, it's something that you just know. You feel something is not right. When you are around someone who has a sense of entitlement, it's that they exude an air of self-importance, or it's all about me, and then really kind of looking down or having scorn on other people, that other people really don't matter. These are the people who are very, quote unquote, quintessentially rude. They are the people who bark up a storm. Their bark is, less than their bite is worse than their bark. I mean, they are very pushy. A sense of, I need this and I need this now. I don't care. Whatever you have to do, just get it for me. Slam the phone. Remember back in the day, you used to be able to slam your phone, and then you'd hear, somebody banging in your ears. Ow! That is a sense of entitlement. It's a one-directional command, which is, it's all about me and you are just, underlings. There's a lack of humility, a lack of humbleness. And entitlement never is very attractive. Entitlement is very, very ugly, especially from those people from the inside out. And it oftentimes contradicts the charisma, the charm, the status. Have you ever heard, money will make you look good? Well, money, cannot make the lowest integrity person look good. I mean, they are operating by a lack of humility, a lack of humbleness, a lack of respect and reverence for life. It really, and in the largest sense, the biggest picture of the world, in operating with a sense of low integrity, low and ethical foundation. If I really kind of assess really those people who are living with a sense of entitlement, they haven't been taught the gratitude, the feeling states of gratitude and appreciation, or adoration, or the ability to admire others or adore others or have an empathy connection with others. They are living by a sense of entitlement, and then this then results in exploitation, over mining, over fishing, over taxing the people, over using their musculature, causing people to work too long and hard, expecting kids to work at age inappropriate behaviors around the house, cooking too soon, cleaning too soon, doing yard work, not having a sense of their childhood, robbing them of these experiences, these qualities, and these fundamental, formidable experiences to satisfy their needs. In other words, it is a sense of entitlement. I am entitled to my children's labor. I am entitled to you doing whatever it is I ask of you. It's just, don't ask, just do this. But this is wrong. Oh, no. Just do it. These are oftentimes at the hands of what we call entitlement viewpoints or entitlement attitudes, mindsets, a sense of entitlement. It's very, very ugly. It leads to the sarcastic, the dark humor, the dark film, the dark, just the dark characters. And this then also, it'll eventually tumble into self-sabotage, where this person feels entitled to take advantage of their body. So they will overdrink, overdrug, overeat. It's my body, I can do whatever I want with it. And meanwhile, I will exploit others to get what I want. Rob, pillage, and steal to keep my kingdom going, to keep my fairy tale going. This is not a fairy tale, this is real life. Other people, you're eventually going to need to be held accountable by the truth. And ultimately, your life test will be your life review. So if, this is a terrible thing to be on the exploited side, because to be exploited, then it is like being a force, you have to be a counter force to the force. So that's why we see rebellion or anger episodes going, the tension, the cycles of abuse going, where there's the tension, there's the anger, there's the entitlement, there's exploitation, and then the adherence, and then it just, it goes again and again and again. It's a terrible cycle to be in. It's a vicious cycle. So you do have to break the cycle. And the best way to do it is not by trying to teach the entitled person a lesson. It is by taking care of yourself and not being exploited, not being taken advantage of, not being abused, not being emotionally abused, neglected, or, keeping your ears open to all the criticism when it is not, it is not due. It's just meant as a vent for them. You're being, sick of being scapegoated. Spouses can get into an entitlement. Well, you're my wife. I can do whatever I want, tell you whatever I want. In goodness, sickness and in health, good times and for poor. I mean, we see these can oftentimes be excuses to exploit another person, and overtax them, overuse them, take too much of their energy, their time, attention, their consideration in selfish ways. And yes, there are times when you're sick, you might need more attention. There are times when you are learning, you might need guidance. But it doesn't mean you have to suffer at the hands of exploitation and being taken advantage of, not having respect, not receiving, not given a smile, not given eye contact, not giving a warm environment, not giving warm feelings. All these can tend to deplete and exploit other people. Not giving them credit where credit is due. A sense of entitlement. Well, all your work, is to help me. You should not have any credit. You should not have any contribution. You should not have any acknowledgement. Empowered harmonizers, I want you beautiful harmonizers, to take credit where credit is due. Realize all that you have given. Realize where you have put your heart on your sleeve. You've put your heart on your brow. You've put your heart on your toe, and you've had it squashed and crushed and broken to the point sometimes where you feel like your heart can never work, will never work again. And I plead basically to become open to new experiences, open to new positive experiences where you can then trust yourself and then maintain that cognition of trust of yourself, and then engage in others with a sense of self-trust and conscious self-trust. In other words, knowing when enough is enough, knowing when to say no, knowing when to say, I'm protecting myself, I'm taking some sleep here, I'm eating healthfully, I'm not drinking all those drinks, I'm not eating all that food, I'm not spending all that money, I'm not, driving that distance, I'm not taxing myself for all those waking hours. I have to protect myself. It is out of my need and my right as a human being to be responsible and accountable, because I have bills to pay. I have, mouths to feed. I have things that I have to do. I have commitments and social obligations that I have to uphold, so I can't deplete myself in order to do that. I cannot sacrifice my life purpose, my needs for this and being exploited at the hands of someone who is entitled. Entitlement, it's talking down to people who don't deserve to be talked down to. That is exploitativeness in motion. And so this is very common with those pathologically self-important people, and it is oftentimes a mask for a very insecure person. It is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Much love, Empowered Harmonizers.